I've been just trying to scroll through TikTok, just like occupying my mind in something else because it's constant, the fires here. And we did the podcast today, and it was just to, have this like distraction. Obviously like glam and stuff stayed home because it's dangerous to drive, and through certain areas of LA, me and Oscar are close, so we were able to do it. But I told Oscar if he wanted to stay home, but we're close enough and our areas are safe at the moment. Having said that, I took a nap, and I've been really emotional, and so maybe my emotions are a little high right now, and I'm not trying to be like, put your problems in perspective, okay? But one of the things that I keep seeing all over my TikTok, aside from the fires, is this girl who posted her makeup on her wedding day and how much she hated it, and then she like washes it off on camera.
Washing off my bridal makeup. Wait, close this. Am I doing? I feel like you're about to vomit. Maybe now. Oh my gosh, what did I do? No, it's okay. It's okay. I'm shaking. No, it's okay. It's okay. You can redo it. Okay. It'll be perfect. It always is perfect when you do it. You always look so pretty. Thank you. It's shaking. It's okay. I think it's just like... But it's fine. Like, we have so much time. The wedding's not even until 4. It's fine. I'm scared that she's gonna want to do like touch-ups on me like right before. Can we ask her still? Is that rude? Like, we're gonna see her. I don't want to see her. I feel bad, but I don't like it. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I'm doing this. It's fine. I can't believe I'm doing this. I think I'm a weird stupid. You like look better even without the makeup at all. Right? I'm like, I already feel like way more like myself. I was trying so hard to like it. She also like didn't blend in my neck at all. Like, no, she didn't. There's no makeup on my neck. This skin tone already matches your neck way better.
And
She sucks.
And in pictures, it's gonna look so much better too. That would be the bad part. Is that in the pictures? If you're like cakey or something.
Oh, I can't wait to make a TikTok about this.
Flashback Mary. I would say Flashback Mary.
Beautiful. Get in line for the car.
And then the clip is maybe like a minute and a half, and most of it is just kind of talking about the makeup artist. Like, she hates the makeup. She's like, okay, I just got my makeup done. I'm washing it off. I hate it. So she's being drama about it. Look, okay, here, as someone who's very sensitive and very dramatic, if I don't like makeup, there's times I've hated my makeup, I've hated my hair, but I've never once have I thought, let me take this to TikTok. I think one, it puts out really bad energy. She's talking there with her friends. They're talking about how it's Flashback Mary, which didn't look like that at all. I didn't see any of that, but just a lot of stuff like, oh, she'll probably want to do touch-ups, like just tell her to leave. Like, it's just stuff that, like, it's fine if you're talking with your best friends about, but like, why are you putting that on TikTok? It's just bad energy. It's just bad energy. Like I said, I'm not like my makeup, and I've definitely lied because, you want to be nice. The makeup artist has since posted a response, like, you could have just told me you didn't like the makeup, you won't hurt our feelings. I'm someone that's like, I would never ever tell someone I didn't like the way they did my makeup. I obviously just like wouldn't use them again. And specifically on your wedding day, like, if you guys know anything about my wedding, nothing went as planned at all. Like, looking back, there's so many things I like didn't like, and so many things actually went wrong, and there's just like list. But I never focus on that because I got married. That's like a lifelong dream. That's like what you always dream of. A lot of people dream of as a child. It's really about, you get to be with the love of your life. It's this like big lifelong commitment, and it's all about you and your love. And it's just, like I said, my wedding, far from perfect. There's like, I would change every little thing about it if I could, except for the fact that I got to marry my husband on that day. And that's what matters. So I commented on both the makeup artist and this girl's page. I was like, you did not have to do all that to the makeup artist, okay? Bottom line, you didn't like your makeup, okay? Do you have to go online and like wash it off, sit there doing your makeup, and your friends think, wow, it looks better already, it matches your neck, like all of that? It's like, no, what's the point? She had all these beautiful wedding photos and videos, and it just was like so gorge, and I'm like, why are you wasting your energy on like bringing someone else down? And according to the makeup artist, she didn't say anything. She came to the makeup artist, she didn't like her makeup. I'm someone that's like, I would never ever tell someone I didn't like the way they did my makeup. I don't know. I have such respect. I respect hair and makeup so much because they are a service. It's very custom. It's a big luxury. They come to you. Apparently they had a trial, I think, but they're artists. They're trying to give you all. They're trying to make you feel and look your best. It doesn't always hit. It doesn't always hit, let me tell you. Even my favorite hair and makeup, sometimes I'm like, oh, I don't love that. You know what I mean? And I'm close to some of them where he was like, oh, I didn't like love that or whatever. I've definitely had falling out with people because I just didn't feel pretty. But never in a million years would I think to go to TikTok because like hair and makeup people are so talented. They give your time. They can be very busy, especially people who do brides and weddings. A little insider, a lot of glam people don't love to do brides and weddings notoriously because it's a lot of pressure. They don't always get their makeup done, so they kind of don't know what they want. They can be a lot of times bridal makeup is a lot heavier because it just looks better in photos. So people are like seeing it in person, like, oh, I don't like this. It just made me really sad. And I'm like, am I being just like over emotional because the state of California right now? Or is this like a thing? But I keep seeing like TikToks about it offering kind of the same thing. So my advice is if you get your hair and makeup done and you're not excited,
just lie and say you like it.
I've not liked my makeup and I've definitely lied. My first thing would be get a trial for brides because if you're not getting your glam all done, get a trial, which I think she did. Second, if you're not happy with it, you should communicate it before going to TikTok or just don't communicate it at all. That's what I do. If I don't like it, I'm just like, I won't communicate it.
So don't say anything if you don't like it, but also have a falling out with that person because you don't feel pretty. Got it.
I've definitely had falling out with people because I just didn't feel pretty or just don't communicate it at all. That's what I do. If I don't like it, I'm just like, I won't communicate it, but I'm also not going to go to TikTok about it. And second of all, she like had a great wedding and she looked beautiful. So at the end of the day, does it really matter? Like I said, I could go through literally 50 lists of things that went wrong at my wedding.
You already have. Multiple times. In multiple videos since it happened. You continue to talk about your negative experiences with your wedding on your podcast nearly every time it gets brought up.
It was honestly, I wish I could just do a video about just like, I mean, still to this day, me and my husband will be like, wow, we got screwed, scammed, all of the above. Like, I get so mad when I think about it. I get so upset. Where it's like, and just so much money wasted down the drain. Like, didn't even, it's one thing to spend money on your dream wedding. It's another thing to spend money on something that just didn't deliver. We ended up getting scammed on our wedding. Like we spent probably close to $500,000, but it looked like a $90,000. We got scammed really bad. Can I say, wedding photographers are kind of possessive over these photos. They said that we didn't even own the rights to the photos, even though we paid $30,000 for one day of photos. They're like, you don't own these pictures. Basically, we asked, can we get one picture for Instagram? They're like, well, that's extra. Like, you just hire us to take the photos. You don't own the photos. We can't just give you photos. I'm like, I paid $30,000 for you to just take pictures and not give us photos? It already was out of our budget. Like we booked anyways, you guys know this wedding was ever. That was probably like at the beginning, a third of our budget. And I was like, it's like, okay, well, there'll be good photos, whatever. Then we tried to order a wedding album and it took like 2 years. And eventually I was like, can you cancel it? He's like, no, next month. And I was just like, no, it's been 2 years since the wedding. Like we need this album. Anyways, we never did get a wedding album, which is like so sad. Our anniversary is coming up and we have no wedding album. And the wedding album was like $6,000. I was like, what? It's crazy. Like. For $30,000, you didn't get one print. You didn't get a photo album. You got nothing. In fact, they weren't even going to let us. They were literally holding the photo hostage until like Moses had to like call them. Like it was on our brunch the next day. It was weird. They were nice. The photos are beautiful, but I think in general, the wedding industry is kind of a scam. Like they kind of just scam you. Our wedding, I can just say, okay, our original budget was $200,000. That wedding cost $400,000, but it looked like a $50,000 wedding.
Oh my
it was
God,
like
no, it
bright
didn't.
lights. There was no lighting. We didn't have a band at one point. Like last minute, we had to call Elvis for $2,000. Like it was just like I don't know what happened to our
Did you
money.
have a planner?
Yeah, it was just, I don't think people knew how to budget.
That planner.
It was a mess. We spent like half of our budget. Anyways, it ended up being so expensive and it looked so cheap because we wanted Winter Wonderland. We wanted snow falling like Christine Quinn. We wanted white trees and like the whole budget, $400,000 was spent on what? We have no idea. Curtains, she said.
That's
drapes.
crazy.
Yeah.
You think that she robbed you? Like she took the money?
No, I don't want to say that, but I I don't know. I think everything was just budgeted poorly. Like our photographer was like 50,000, or it was 30,000. That was what it was, 30,000 for our wedding. I told you we kind of scammed. We had like a 200,000 budget. The 200,000 was literally spent, I'm not kidding, on the food and the curtains. We had no entertainment, no flowers. All of a sudden I was just like, wait, what? Like I thought, because we were giving cash, whatever, this whole thing, giving cash to this person helping us. And all of a sudden they're like, oh, that's just the curtains and the food. And they're like, there's no entertainment, there's no flowers. Like that's why we literally had like one flower at our wedding, because 200,000 was our budget. And that was when we were making money. And by the time the wedding comes around, it's like we were making way less money. So I was like, what the heck? So we had to come up with like another, what was 150,000 or something in like 2 weeks, which we did not have. And you got Elvis for like $2,000 because we had no entertainment, and I had the wrong bouquet, and everything about it was just a little.
Yeah, there was a lot.
Moses had to help him with my dress up because the stairs were moved from the front to the side. It was crazy.
You do the whole dress rehearsal to rehearse.
Yeah.
But then the minute before she walks in, the planner moves the stairs from where it was.
I was so overwhelmed. We spent all the money. I like didn't know. Like he ended up taking over the wedding because I was like, I'm done. I can't do this anymore. We just like maxed out credit cards for our wedding because we really had nothing. Like it was like 200,000. The budget was spent. And when I said that before, and people were like, well, what was it on? It was 100,000 for the Four Seasons, and I thought the other 100,000 was like being budgeted. I didn't know. I didn't have the breakdowns, but like 40,000 went to curtains, non-refundable. We couldn't get that back. Could we do 10,000? Anyways, 40,000 went to curtains, and 30,000 went to the photographer, and maybe 8,000 to like the wedding planning part of it. So I thought, well, so we had no flowers, no entertainment. We had no aisle. Like the aisle alone cost like 7,000. It was insane. So we had to max out credit cards. Luckily, the hotel, the 100,000 costs with the bar. I mean, thankfully, but still, that's a lot of money. We paid $400,000 for white walls. Like this is crazy. Maybe they tried. Maybe they got scammed. maybe those white walls were $400,000. Maybe they were like, this is it. And then they ran out of budget. You know what? I could see that happening though, because it happened to us. But at the end of the day, it was my wedding day. I don't want it like clouded with me being negative and pessimistic, even if I was like totally wrong in some way. But it's just makeup. It's just makeup at the end of the day. You know what I mean? It really is. This is the problem with weddings altogether. People put so much pressure. They put so much pressure on it. Getting on here, ranting about a company, someone scamming you, all of that is, I get it. That's what TikTok's for. I've done it before.
Wait, what was that?
I get it. That's what TikTok's for. I've done it before. But it's like makeup artists and hairstylists are like independent contractors. They're like, reputation is a lot. This specific makeup artist was, on TikTok. And she heard about it and she found out about it. And yeah, she said she was mostly hurt because she thought this girl was really, really sweet and had this like really nice connection. It was kind of hurt. She didn't tell her.
And how do you suppose the makeup artist that you lied to and never used again felt when they thought they made you happy, but then they never got your business again?
I was giving mean girl energy. And I just don't think it needed to be out there like that. But anyways, protect your energy. If you're having a fabulous day like your wedding day and you get to marry the love of your life, consider yourself lucky.